Tech tips. Tech tips.
In this very quick video, I'm going to show you an update that Notebook LM has had recently. Now, Notebook LM, as you know, is a tool where you can upload resources. These could be your links or YouTube videos or websites or so on and so forth, and then you can essentially talk to them in a large language model like ChatGPT, but it's only gathering the information from the sources that you have uploaded to your notebooks. It becomes a really useful tool where you want to create kind of independent notebooks that are based around a particular topic and then do a deep dive using the AI to chat to the documents that you've uploaded. To show you an example, I've got my ethics of authenticity one here. This is a text that I teach to the IB cohort in philosophy. And you can see that I've got my sources down here. Now, these are based upon my teaching resources that I've built up over the years, and I've added these to my notebook. Now, to add a source, it's very simple. You just click on this icon up here, click add, and then as you can see, you can add stuff from your Google Drive, you can upload PDFs or anything like that, link to websites, YouTube videos, or just paste text in. Now, a new feature that it's just come out for this is this idea of discover sources here. Now, I can do that by clicking on this discover button here, or as I say, from the add menu, I've also got that option in the top right to discover sources. Now, if I now click on there, I click the ethics of authenticity by Charles Taylor. Oh, if I could spell. And then if you click submit, what it will now do is it will now look over the internet and look through different papers, like kind of a search, and it's now suggesting other opportunities that could be added. So it's actually suggesting you can add the whole book, it could add a review of it, and so on and so forth. So looking through this, I'm actually going to take the text of the book off. I'm going to have a look through. I don't really want a Reddit one. And then I think I'm going to look at these ones. Now, you can click on this icon here, and then you can go view the source as well, just before you agree to it as well. So you can double check these. But on the basis of this video, I will say that I'm happy with these, and I'm just going to click import. And then those sources then will just be added, as you can see, to your notebook. And then once that happens, the text that you see here, the text that you can get engaged with, will adapt accordingly. So you can build notebooks off your resources, or you can build them entirely now off of the resources that the AI will go and find for you to help build up a topic. Now, another key feature that's appeared on Notebook LM is this idea of a mind map that I quite like. So you can see I've got my main central area here. This is where I can ask questions to the documents that I've got linked into. I can also create my podcast that we've discussed previously. If I now click on the mind map function, you see that over on the right hand side here, it's now saying it's generating a mind map for me. Now this again takes a couple of seconds, and once it's done, it's going to create a interactive mind map that's going to break down this concept, the documents, collate them all into different subtopics, and help me kind of visualize the topic on a page essentially. So you can see that my map is now complete. I click on here. You see I've now got my ethics of authenticity mind map. Now this is completely interactive, so I can close it down. I can open it up, and I can see that it's breaking it down to these different concepts. If I then want to unpack the definition and concept, if I click there, it's now going to go to that central area we talked about previously, and you can see it's asked that question, discuss what these sources say about this. So by clicking on the concept in the mind map, it then asks the AI to unpack those ideas, linking to the sources that you have uploaded, and you can see that they have appeared here. So if I see the question here, I can then go through and see the answer. And just like before, if I click on any of these, it takes me through to where in the source, material that you've uploaded, it's getting that information from. Now, if I go back to my mind map here, just by clicking on this arrow here, you can unpack each of these, and you can see I can go quite a few in to have a look at these. And again, once I find something that I'm quite interested in, so let's say I want to look at the origin and development, and in particular, I want to have a look at this idea of an intuitive sense of right and wrong. By clicking on there, it will then take me to the bits in the text that unpack that sort of idea and explain it to me. So it's a really nice way to visualize a topic, but also then to be able to click and then view those ideas visually and then see the actual information that it's provided for you as well. So if I go back, you can then see I've got this idea, it's answered my question here again. So that's two new features in Notebook LM, the idea to add sources using the AI, but also then to visualize these in a mind map and then click through and get more information about them.